Jordan Walker returned this weekend with a bang. Let's discuss on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5 on Tuesday, September 3rd. I am Frank Stampfl, joined by Scott White, and let's talk about Jordan Walker, who returned to the Cardinals this weekend. Oliver Marmol said that Walker will have an everyday role, and he responded on Sunday by going 5 for 5 with a sock and a shoe. Just a massive performance here, Scott. Jordan Walker is 33% rostered. What size leagues do you think he needs to be added in?
5 outfielder leagues. I think the upside is still plenty interesting. I think it's easy to overlook because he's fallen short of expectations so many times that Jordan Walker is still only 22 years old. I mean, most top prospects haven't even reached the majors by that age. And okay, you look at his numbers at AAA this year, they haven't been so impressive, but his final 26 games there, Jordan Walker hit .344 with 5 home runs. And he had been working on his setup to try and speed up his hands. And you see it at the plate, how different he looks. Stands more open now, a little more tense, I would say, rather than looking as relaxed as he did previously. And we saw it pay dividends in that 5 for 5 performance on Sunday. So Jordan Walker still hits the ball incredibly hard, and I think he's on a good path right now. We'll see if this is finally his time to shine.
I think very clearly names like Pete Crow Armstrong, Lawrence Butler, and Dylan Cruz are ahead of Jordan Walker. Yep. How about guys like John Kinsey Noel and J.J. Bleday? Where would you rank Jordan Walker amongst those?
Probably behind them, but you know, he has the most upside of the three, so it kind of depends what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some waiver wire pitchers from the weekend. Gavin Williams had his best start of the season at the Royals. 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 run with 6 strikeouts. Jamison Tyone pitched a gem up against the Pirates. 7 shutout innings with 3 strikeouts there. Cody Bradford continues his great run. 7 innings, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts. Last 5 outings, a .261 ERA and a .87 whip. And Alex Cobb returned Sunday with a great start up against the Pirates. 6 innings, 1 unearned run with 6 strikeouts. Scott, how are you ranking Cobb, Bradford, Tyone, and Gavin Williams?
So I think I'm going to put Cody Bradford at the top here, and I feel like he's been overlooked in fantasy and perhaps even in real baseball. 5 starts back with his last 5 starts with the Rangers, a .261 ERA, .87 whip, 8.1 K per 9. But it's not just that. Cody Bradford has 1.2 walks per 9 innings during that stretch. Like, he's an elite control guy. And while the high fly ball rate could come back to bite him with home runs, it helps to keep the hits low. And if he's not putting on base runners with free passes, then those home runs are mostly going to be of the solo variety. Plus, Cody Bradford is a pretty good bat misser, it turns out. And he's relief pitcher eligible in points league. So I think there's a lot to like here for Cody Bradford. After him, I'm going to go Jamison Tyone second, with the understanding it's kind of the boring pick. But he is somebody who also has elite control and tends to work deep into games, even when he's not going so well. So I think in points leagues especially, Tyone is of interest. And even though he had a .655 ERA in the 6 starts prior to this one, he did change his pitch mix quite a bit. 35% sinkers in these 7 shutout innings against the Pirates. Normally that's just 9%. So he more than tripled his sinker usage while fading both his 4-seamer and his curveball, his 2 hardest hit pitches on the year. And so hopefully that's enough to put Jamison Tyone back on the right path. Third and fourth will go Gavin Williams, who I don't entirely trust, but he has scrapped his changeup his past couple starts, and they've both been good. Didn't throw the changeup that much prior to scrapping it, but it was part of his arsenal. It was getting hit hard. Now it seems to be gone. And then fourth behind Gavin Williams is going to be Alex Cobb, who I've never been the biggest fan of, but when he has his splitter working, he can be effective. And it seemed to it seemed to be back for him after that time he missed with the cracked fingernail. You wonder how much that injury was affecting Alex Cobb earlier.
All right. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Odyssey app, or anywhere else podcasts are found. Thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5, and we will be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.